Good evening, and welcome everybody to tonight's US Prime Time, and a special welcome to anybody that's here for the very first time. If you've been wondering what this is all about, well, you're going to find out tonight, because we have got a presentation for you that is going to explain everything that you need to know about 3FO and how it could be your life-changing opportunity. I do suggest that you grab a pen, grab a paper, take some notes, because there is quite a lot of information, and I'm sure you will have questions afterwards. So please do refer back to the person that invited you here tonight to get those questions answered. Now, we have an excellent presenter for you tonight. That's Carl Crypto Dundee, who has been part of this community right from the very, very beginning, is a ranked leader in Affiliate Marketing 3.0 and in 3FO, and most recently achieved rank 1 in a personal account as well, which I am very sorry to say I forgot to congratulate him on yesterday. So I'm making up for it tonight. A belated congratulations. Please do stay to the end, because we've got some additional information for you where you could be one of 10 lucky winners, but I won't spoil the surprise for you now. I will leave it right until the end. So I'm going to pass over to Carl, and I will see you at the end. Carl, welcome to the stage.
Thanks, Joe. And of course, Joe equally has ranked in AFM, and in our collaboration recently did rank 2, and he has also ranked personally in his leg as well. So we are achieving milestones, and the goal is to get all of you people achieving milestones as well. I'm trying to keep these, when I do a presentation, I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet. So if you do have questions, if you are a guest for the first time or any time, just reach back to the person who invited you and go through and get a really long, detailed explanation. We try and make it quick, short, sharp, and succinct. Okay, screen 1. Welcome to 3FO. That's the next gen affiliate operating system. 3 for Web3. All right. Everything about the future is on the blockchain. One day you're going to be voting via tokens, utility tokens on the blockchain. It's the internet on steroids. It's an Ethereum-based yield product, and all you need is to get your initial ignition pack or panel. 3FO is offering 2 forms of yield income: affiliate, rank, and capital income, and we're introducing interest-free loans coupled with the panel system. You will still get your initial 3 teaser products: your $100 Liquid Pay card, your $100 Whale Pass to Protocol Yield, and your $100 subscription to LFG, which is getting closer and closer to going live, which we'll have a quick talk about after the presentation. Everything is driven by Alpha AI. That's the financial brain behind the yield platform. It takes some of your subscription that's not used for affiliate rewards, puts them into a managed fund. The fund managers use that fund to generate income paid to you as yield. They will be using the signals from Alpha AI, the suggestions, the trends that it can expose, in order to work out how to best invest that investment fund to maximize the yield potential, which will be paid to you in your personal yield and the other form of yield that's coming. Ignition pack, $500. You get those 3 products. So effectively, you're only paying for $200 for your startup, but it still gets the $500 recognized for affiliate rewards and contributing to the fund. It will pay you 1% per week for 200 weeks to pay you back 2x. Okay. However, if you want to increase your yield, you can invest in the secret fuel for wealth builders. You can invest in panels. Once you've got one panel, you can upgrade to panel 3, panel 9, all the way up to panel 243. Depending on your staking of BTCC, if you stake 1-to-1 BTCC, you will earn a little bit extra. If you stake more BTCC, give your commitment to the growth of our ecosystem, you will earn slightly more. And there is just one small error that was left off. So you can get from 1% all the way up to 3% per week, but you have to be more committed, obviously. We want people to be committed. All right, so with your ignition pack, improving your first yield with bigger panels. All right, so if you start with a 500 pack, you're going to get 1% yield. If you stake the equivalent 1-to-1, $500, you will get 1.25%, slight improvement. You will still get the same amount back, right? Your 2x, 3x, or 4x. You're just going to get it back slightly faster. If you stake more BTC, you're going to get even faster, but still the same amount. So a 500 pack paying back at 2x will come back not 200 weeks, but as 3x will come back as 40 extra weeks of yield. So that last 500 comes back in 40 weeks, not 100 weeks. 100 weeks, 100%. The 2-to-1, giving you 1.5%, extends the time to get your 4x back, but you get it back in 267 weeks. So that extra 1,000 only takes you 67 weeks extra to come back. So it's worth staking your BTCC and improving. If you go sub panel 3, without BTCC, you're always going to get 1%. But if you stake 500, 1-to-1, you will, 1,500, 1-to-1, you get slightly better. So if you follow the pattern, it's like that. So stake 2-to-1, 1,500, 3,000. We've just done that in our collaboration account. You're going to get 1.75% weekly. And that's in a few hours, that week, we're going to see the first growth. You go to a sub panel 9, you stake 1-to-1 with the 4,500, you're now up to 1.75. So upgrading to bigger panels, you are already now earning more than you could have earned on a single pack. And that continues all the way up to the maximum panel. And if you stake against a sub panel 243, 2-to-1, you're getting a massive 3% per week. Now that sounds really good, because it is. However, it's still not as good as those dodgy schemes that are giving you 10% a week, 300% per annum. This is all driven by a sustainable model, controlled and managed by the fund managers, inspired by the signals that come from Alpha AI. All right, introducing the first loan option. If you want to be a big fish in the pond, you can go all the way up to sub panel 27. You can do that by yourself, or you can do it with loans. And you can basically mortgage your pack to get the next biggest pack. So if you've got a $500 start ignition pack or panel, you can mortgage half of that. You can then put that half, 250, against the next biggest loan pack and start with a discount. You can do that all the way up to sub panel 243, but you can't use that to get to a higher because that is the top panel. Second option, loan option, is you can help your downlines get started. Now, this is really interesting. We've just done our first contribution. Joe wasn't there, but he knew about it. We've just started helping 2 downlines get organised, getting subscribed. All right. The way it works is come on, wake up. Okay, so if you've got an account that's eligible for a $250 loan, if you don't want to use it to get your next highest panel, you can split it to 2 downlines. This will give them $125 into their deposit wallet, which will get converted into their holding wallet as EUSD, ready for them to contribute just $375, and they can then subscribe. And the second person somewhere in your downline will get the other $125 contribution into their holding wallet. They can subscribe. As soon as they've done that, this is the interesting part of this. As soon as they've done that and subscribed, they've got a 500 pack, and they can take a loan, pass 125 down, and that person and this person 375, and suddenly you're doubling every level down. You're doubling. And the really good thing about that, let's just go for some drama. This account earned on the $500. This account earned on the $500, and this one on the 500. So this account will be earning on the maximum of the pack, but that will then pay back these loans. So your growth is actually repaying the loans. All right. This is the first time I've done the thing, so just bear with me. I'm getting used to this new way. So if you go all the way up to 243 panel, the good thing is you're going to be unlocking a potential income of $728,000 over the life of that pack. That basically sets you up for the rest of your life. If that's 4x'd, you can use another 121,000, go and do it all over again and unlock another 700. You won't have to work again for the rest of your life. All right. The next form of income is going to be your affiliate income. Right. As you build a team and you recruit 2 people directly under you, hopefully maybe you did that with a 125 downline loan, you will access the purchases of your front line. And on each person on your front line, you are going to earn 10% of what they purchase. So if they manage to buy a panel and then a sub panel 3 and then a sub panel 9, you will earn the affiliate rewards on all of those purchases. That's more than going to pay off your 125 loan to get them started. So it's a really good idea to find somebody who wants to really be a big fish and get them moving you're earning, once that loan is paid out, you can use it again for somebody else. All right. If you get 3 directs to your front line, you will access people on your next level. Imagine if they're building panels as well. You're going to be earning 5% of every one of their panels for as long as every purchase they make. And that grows as your front line grows up to 20 wide. You are going to be earning something from every level down to level 15. All right. Just as an example of the multiplication effect, if you subscribe 5 people who subscribe 5, 5, 5, all the way down for as many levels as you like, just on the first 5 levels, you're going to earn somewhere around $79,000 worth of affiliate income on their first purchases. That's just buying a 500 pack. What if they're starting to buy panels as well? You can't predict the figures accurately. There's just, you don't know what the future holds. But as a bare minimum, every single person needs a 500 pack. So that's the bare minimum on 5 levels of 5 people you're going to earn. The next one is the builder's income on yield. This is the second form of yield that you can earn. This is where you earn from the fund based on the yield that your downlines are earning. You're not earning from them, you're not taking it from them, you're earning it from the fund income. It's a similar structure to the affiliate rewards. Again, once you have 2 directs, you will earn 10% of the yield that those in your downline are earning. So your 2 front lines, let's say just the pack, and they've staked the equivalent of BTCC twice, they're going to earn $7.50 a week. Right? From each of those, you're going to earn 10%. 75 cents, 75 cents. That's $1.50 a week extra on top of because you're going to be earning $7.50. Imagine if they've got panels and they're earning tens and hundreds or even thousands of yield every week. You're going to be earning 10% of tens, hundreds, or $1,000 every week, just on your front line. Then you start building your width and you're accessing your levels. Then you're earning extra 5% on them, and then 3s and 2s and 1s, right down to level 14. You start earning on 16 wide, 20 wide, but you're getting a little bit extra on those people. This is all geared towards you nurturing your team. Joe and I have been putting together a strategy plan to help people most efficiently, and it's built on all 15 levels. So as a reward on 15 levels, you get that extra 1% over the higher levels. Then you teach everybody in that structure to do the same, and you're home and hosed for life. All right. I just covered that. I'm going to remove this from the abridged version because basically that was the example I just gave. The next form of income is your rank rewards. You can rank at $15,000 a business, subject to the terms and conditions of ranking. And as you rank up, your rewards will reach eventually $10 million. So how is that done? Well, the conditions first. You need a required number of active directs in your structure. So rank, the pen, the mouse don't work together all the time. All right. you need a required number of directs, starting with 3 up to your required 20. You need a minimum business volume starting at $15,000. You need a minimum size of business, that's 30 people in your team. And each of the 3 legs that you get for your first level have to have a business volume of 40, 30, 30 of the first volume, 15,000. Let's have a closer look in a moment. In order to get to that 10 million rank, you need 4 legs to do a minimum of the requirement. All right. So let's have a quick look at that. Got to work out a quick way of scrolling while I've got the annotations turned on. Don't know if we can do that, but I will practice later. All right. So rank 1, as I said, you need 3 legs, that 15,000 business. You need 30 people and you earn $1,000. But this volume needs to be 6,000, 4,500, 4,500 in those 3 legs. Now, we saw a message in one of the leaders groups where somebody thought they'd ranked up, but what they had was they had the wrong combination of this 40, 30, 30. All right. Now, in order to do this, you will be your 3 legs, and there'll be 12 in this, 9 in this, 9 in this. As soon as you start getting depth, you're going to need to access a 4th person, because to get those rewards on those volumes, you're going to have to access your depth. So you'll probably end up with maybe 32 people or 34 people in your business before you actually hit that rank. That's just a caveat that I've decided to put in here. Right, so to get to rank 2, you're at 4 legs. You've already planned for that. $45,000 worth of business over 75 people. So how do you get to 75 people? Well, these people have started building and you're starting to get depth. And this is where you're going to need a 5th person, because they're going to be building as well. So you need to maintain these 3 always at that 40, 30, 30. That's where the people are getting confused by the concept. It's the 3 biggest legs, not just 3 legs, it's the 3 biggest legs. As you rank up, you will achieve your ranking badges and they will appear on your dashboard. Might be nice if you take a screenshot of that every now and again, and as you rank up, create a little honor board for yourself, just so you know that you are achieving goals. Right, the system encourages growth, a balanced growth, so that you've got at least 3 legs growing. You don't have what we used to call a flamingo, with one big leg being your total business volume. It drives leadership and duplication in your teams. If you teach 3 people to do 3 people to do 3 people, you are going to be continually ranking up. And then you start your 4th and your 5th legs, what we call air and spare. That will give you momentum in your business. It'll give a spare and an air leg that if one of the 3 slows down, they can take over and keep your business moving forward and your ranking. And if you've got the 4 and 5, then when you're getting close to rank 10, you're building there towards the 4 you need to go to rank 10. Compensation plan terms. All right. It's all based on active subscriptions. Some subscriptions can expire. You 2, 3, 4x. You need to keep an eye on your business, particularly your directs. If they expire, you become non-compliant. All payouts are Ethereum on the base network. That should say withdrawals because it's all internal until you withdraw it. So withdrawals are based on Ethereum on the base network. Yield is generated from the Alpha AI performance. Okay. 5% admin fees on those withdrawals. Keep that in mind. If you are withdrawing out to a wallet and enjoying the growth, which is the fifth form of income, if you're enjoying that growth, you will. Yeah, that's the housemate. He always rings while I'm on this presentation or any Zoom, actually. He has a psyche. He's psychic. He knows when I'm doing something. Hang on. I think that'll give him the message if I hang up twice. All right. You qualify for your builder's income. You must maintain the correct number of active members. Your ranking rewards are paid once. All right. So once you get to rank 10 and you make your 10 million, there's no more. But you can have multiple accounts. We'll talk that in a moment. Your income limits are applied based on the 2, 3, and 4x of your staking, and you must follow the platform terms and stay compliant and avoid manipulation and stacking. That is excessive manipulation and stacking. Your weekly yield payout is Wednesday into your Ethereum income wallet, which you then can immediately take out as long as it's over $10. Your payout clarification, if you buy a pack or a panel somewhere in the midweek, it will be paid proportionally on the remaining days of that week. Your builder's yield income will be based on your team's yield income and also paid 15 levels deep on Wednesday at the same time as your personal yield. Your earnings are capped to your 2, 3, or 4x. Remember that. If you use up that earning potential, it will drop into unclaimed income and you have one business cycle or 24 hours and you may forfeit your income. BTC staking multipliers from 1.25 up to 3%. You can use your own imagination for your annual APYs. Subpanel loan boost system is based on the loan being used by you. We know about the yield. Multiple accounts are allowed, but don't abuse that. What I'm suggesting to people is put an account, 1 or 2 accounts on your front line. If you've got some investors, put 1 or 2 people underneath that are yourself. And when you get down to level 14 and 15, put a couple of accounts there as well. When you reach rank 10, you can then start using one of those and build further, right? So you're just seeding a few accounts, not abusing the system. You seed a few accounts. If you make rank 10, you've earned $16 million. You might decide to retire. You may decide you want to keep going. So you use one of your own personal accounts that you previously seeded and just keep growing. And I'll hand you back to Joe so I can take this phone call. It's been annoying me because I think we're getting a delivery and he wants to let me know what's going on. So if you take over, Joe, for a moment, I will mute myself.
Fantastic. Wonderful presentation, Carl, as always. And certainly I hope everybody here now has a pretty clear vision of what, sorry, just turn my camera up, a pretty clear vision of what we have on offer. This is a truly impressive system, and it is something that we have been waiting for a year. This has been under development and has now finally arrived, and has only been around now for just under 1 month. So in 1 month, we have had so much success as a community. and it has absolutely exploded. So this opportunity could be the one for you. Obviously, refer back to the person that introduced you here this evening, and they will talk you through what the next steps are and how you can become part of our ecosystem and part of 3FO. Okay, now I made a couple of promises at the beginning of this Zoom. We have a bit of extra information, so let me bring up. Okay, now tomorrow evening is our weekly update call where Chavez, our CEO, comes every week and gives us the latest information on all affiliate marketing 3.0 products, where we're at, what's coming, what's new, what's changed, and what we are going to be doing about it. And of course, one of our biggest announcements that we're waiting for is the dates on the Thailand event. Now, what we would love is for as many of you as possible to attend tomorrow night's Zoom for the update and bring a friend or two or three. And then you could be one of the lucky winners that could win a free miner, a free NFT miner, which we will be giving away. So you can begin your Bitcoin Code mining journey. Remember, Bitcoin Code was our flagship product that launched in October of 2023, an event that most of us here can probably remember extremely well. I know myself and Carl can. If you are here and you've just joined and you haven't got an active upline or anybody that's looking after you, then if you simply reach out to Carl on Telegram on these details here at Carl Crypto Dundee, and we will pass you over to Lucky, and Lucky will allocate you to a leader of your region. Lucky is our stand-in CEO. She is the top leader of the organization. She works very closely with Chavez to help run this organization, to help communicate with the community. Now, just as a reminder for everybody, we have a brand new schedule. We have had a rejig of our weekly schedule, and this is that schedule. So on Mondays and Tuesdays, it's a full presentation. Wednesdays, as just mentioned, is Chavez Update Day. Thursday is now business presentation. Q&A has been moved. So Thursday is now business presentation. So you can bring your new people to see a business presentation on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And on Wednesdays so that they can get to see the CEO and get the updates and understand the bigger picture and the bigger vision of this organization. Fridays is obviously Friday Education Day. We've kept that the same. Friday just wouldn't be the same without Education Day with Trash It. And this is where Trash It, our master trainer, holds a masterclass on a particular subject within our ecosystem. And obviously right now, it's all about 3FO. Saturday is our onboarding call for all new members, where you can come and seek guidance on how to get your account prepared for business. This is at 7 p.m. All of these are at 7 p.m. UK time. Obviously, you should keep an eye on the group, be it on WhatsApp or Telegram, that your leader has organized, as they will be putting the links in there with the times for your particular time zone. And Sunday is now the new Q&A day. So on Sunday, 9 p.m. UK time, which is nice and comfortable for me. For Carl, he can get up a little bit later, and it also suits for everybody in the US and other time zones. So 9 p.m. Sunday evening is our live Q&A. Okay, I think that's everything. Perhaps Carl would like to add something before we close. You're muted.
Indeed. Yes, I am. Sorry about that. The car that saved my life recently by being destroyed just got delivered by a tow truck. Worst possible timing. Did you mention that this week, Friday and Wednesday, are swapping?
I did not know that.
Yep. So this week, Chavez is not available. He's got an important appointment to deal with. So this week, Friday and Wednesday are swapping around. And Friday will be that presentation that he would normally do Wednesday. And the reward or the prizes, which will be celebrating our second anniversary of BTCC, will be $500 miners, I believe. So just a special note there. Did you put out the spreadsheet for Dodo?
No, I've got to add that into the WhatsApp groups.
Okay. Well, for anybody that's here that has index trading Dodo indexes, they're getting close to just copy that link. They're getting close to settling those accounts. And now there was, okay, there's no question. So we can't, that's a bugger with the panel format, the webinar format. All right, if you've got it, Dodo, and you need to check whether you've got correct indexes and addresses, just send a direct message to one of us or any of the co-hosts, and we will send you a link to a spreadsheet that's been extracted to check whether you've got the correct balance of your index and the correct address so that they can be settled and start the migration process to LFG. That's the only things to add.
There you go. See, this is why myself and Carl make such a formidable partnership, because I give you all the information and then Carl corrects me and gives you all the correct information. I think that does bring us to the end. Thank you very much, Carl. I didn't know about those updates, so thank you for handing those out. I think You're welcome. Means all we need to do is thank Carl one last time for his presentation, thank the co-hosts for keeping us safe, and of course, thanking all of you for coming this evening. Hopefully we will see you all tomorrow evening. Let's pull together and make US Prime Time great again, and let's get these numbers up. So bring your friends, bring your family, bring your pets. Let's make US Prime Time amazing. Good night, everyone. Have a great evening. Bye-bye. Bye, Grace.
Bye.